A busy weekend for the ROKiT F4 British Championship runners. They had their missed race from the opening weekend of the season here at Donington. This one, though, third race of the weekend, and is the partial reverse with Max Dodds on pole, Chloe Chong alongside. Then it's James Higgins and Jack Sherwood on row 2. Zach Skula is on the third row with Kai Darianani. Kai hitting a little bit of form right now. Then it's Johan Putsue and Alex Ninovich on row 4. Ella Lloyd and Leo Robinson are on row 5, the two teammates. Then it's Rowan Campbell-Pilling and championship leader Deagen Fairclough on row 6. Alex Berg is next up with Reza Seaworthen alongside him. Martin Molnar and Bart Harrison on row 8. August Raber back with us on row 9. Yu Hao Fu is next to him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that when I was last night. Yeah.
Can we switch to off-air on the monitor, please?
Impressive looking grid here at Donington Park on the GP circuit. That's what all the youngsters want to be racing on. We've got the green flag at the back of the field and we're ready to go. ROKiT F4 British Championship racing here with pole position. Max Dodds qualified 12th yesterday and Chloe Chong gets away well. So too from third place does James Higgins, who won yesterday's race, and it is Higgins who goes between the pair of them and goes into the lead into turn 1. Superb from Higgins.
Oh yeah, no, Sherwood trying to go on the outside as well. I thought that was a bit of a late lunge on the outside. Oh, and the Skula, and I think it's Ninovich as well, who's coming together. He's taken someone else out of the way. So there's someone in the wall as well at the top, but hopefully everyone is okay. But yeah, that was all getting a bit tight. The moment that Sherwood turned in at turn 1, it all kept it all a bit tight further back. But let's maybe have a replay and see what happened.
Yeah, always in, and particularly there are nervous moments in a reverse grid race where that can happen on turn 1, where he gets a little bit busy down there at Redgate. I think it's going to be a safety car, isn't it?
Pole sitter.
Oh, Max Dodds. I'm so sorry for Max Dodds. He hit a real vein of form on the 2 away days from the touring car programme at Silverstone GP on a Bark meeting and the Zandvoort meeting, and the pole position here, had he sort of got that confidence that he had on those other meetings, could well, I think, have seen him maybe take a race win. But as it is, James Higgins, who got his first win of the season yesterday, third career win, got away and got between him and Chloe Chong. So it was a good start.
Yeah, Chong actually got a very good start in that race. It's just that Higgins got a better one. But poor old Dodds, who didn't quite get off the line as well, has been collected in that incident coming out of turn 1 and stuck in the wall. But Yeah, real shame. We'll have another look at what happened. Schooler also out of it, but we'll have another look at the the start of the race, and see what happened at the front. Everyone got away okay, but yeah, definitely a good start from Higgins, who's gone down the middle, got into the lead. But we'll see if we look at Sherwood's on the outside there. He then comes across. There's a little lock up there from Dodds, who's run wide, but we'll have a look further around the corner in a second.
Deagen Fairclough start there. He's in the outside in the number 7 car, tucks on the inside. Double pole for Deagen, so he was starting way back on row 6. Let's have a look for the contact here, Phil.
Oh, I don't know. Do you know what?
He was coming across, wasn't he?
Yeah, but there's something else with that Virtuosi car. I think there was contact with Dodds and Sherwood earlier on. I saw a bit of contact. That's why he had front wing damage. And that's also why Sherwood was having a big moment. If you look closely, it's Dodds who has a bit of a lock-up. He has a bit of a run on Sherwood. Oh, no, it isn't. It's just, I think it's just Sherwood who has a bit of a slide, and also Schooler has a slide. Yeah,
Schooler was on his way around anyway, wasn't he?
Yeah.
As you say, having a wee bit of a slide. He is okay, and he's there, but bad news for Max Dodds. Sherwood, who in this start becomes the driver in the current lineup with the most starts under his belt. It's his 65th career start in the F4 Championship. Actually overtakes Abby Pulling, who had 64. Abby is away, of course, doing the F1 Academy, as is Nina Gaidman this weekend, which is why we're a couple of drivers short. We wish them well. There's Doddsy, he's out in the car, which is good news. How's the conversation going?
Yeah, I don't think they really had much to do with each other. I think it was 2 separate incidents. But yeah, Dodds and Schooler obviously talking about that first corner accident. But yeah, they both need to look at it again. We'll maybe have another look later on, and I think there'll be lots of onboards being looked at by the stewards, and Trevor's going to be kept very busy, which I know he likes very much.
Good lad, he's Trevor Williams, the clerk of the course for F4. I'm guessing we're going to have lights out very soon, because both the guys are okay. It depends how quickly the cars have been dispatched. But Max Dodds qualified, as you say, pole position, so he will be 12th on the grid a little bit later on. Zach Schooler was making up ground because he qualified in 8th position for race 3. We do have a little bit more to go, as the telehandler will deal with Zach Schooler's machine. Great to have XL Motorsport with us. Further replay.
Yeah, let's have another look. You can see definitely Dodds had an absolute shocker, a little bit too much wheel spin. Look further back, there's Darian Arney and Sherwood almost banging wheels. Sherwood goes around the outside, but Dodds is not actually that close. But then you can see there's a bit of a slide. Yeah, it's 2 separate incidents. They've got Schooler having contact with someone, I think that was Ninovich, on the right-hand side. And then you've got Dodds and Sherwood having an incident on the other side of the track. So it's very difficult to see. But yeah, you can see Schooler tried to cover it off too late. Had that contact straight away, and I think the Sherwood as well might have got a puncture. That's why he came in the pits. But yeah, the front wing damage and the second hit with Sherwood has put him in the wall. Yeah, a bit of a messy start, wasn't it?
It was indeed, but as you said, Chloe Chong hooked up fairly well. She's running in 2nd position, and 3rd place is Ella Lloyd. Now, I single Ella out because she had her best qualifying yesterday and lines up, she's P3 now in the partial reverse, but also lines up P3 overall round qualifying for race 3 later in the day. So really impressive stuff from the 2 girls there.
Absolutely, yeah. Obviously Chong keeping 2nd. Lloyd's moved up to 3rd, but Campbell Pilling, he started 11th on the grid and he's in 4th. That's an impressive start. He has been
I don't think he jumped another one, do we? I'm joking. Rowan will know I'm joking, because he's a good sport, is Rowan Campbell Pilling.
He's not had great form recently on the old start line, has he?
He's had a lot of rotten luck, but I'll tell you what, he'd rather have it this year than next year, if he's back, which we believe the plan will be, to come and have a good tilt at the championship. Sure, he wants the rookie title this year, but you know, it's the learning year. That's the key thing.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what he was saying to me as I was walking in the circuit this morning. I bumped into him and his dad, and he was saying, look, I'm making some mistakes, but I'm getting them out of the way now, ready for next year. So I think Campbell Pilling will be a very strong contender next year if he comes back, because he's been on great form recently, and to be fair, he's been showing great pace all year.
He's got outright podium pace, hasn't he? You know, already, which is what you want at this time of the year, getting to the second half of the season. He's been doing that. He's got a very strong teammate as well in Jan Sway, So he's been able to work with him and also gauge himself with the young Chinese driver. Sui is in 8th place. Got some changes going on.
Yeah,
Ninovic
so
is disappearing down the order.
Exactly. I was just looking at the screen. I thought, where's Ninovic gone? And he's actually at the back of the field, so he must have been in the pits as well for something to make a change, because he was definitely up there. But he was one of those that had contact. Maybe he has had either a puncture or he's had front wing damage, so he thought he'd get it out of the way now. So you're going to hopefully be seeing Sherwood and Ninovic as teammates fighting their way back through the field, because that is exactly what they both need to be doing. Ninovic is fighting for the lead of the championship. Sherwood's fighting for 3rd in the championship, so they need to have a very strong race with 12 and a bit minutes left.
Ninovic is actually fighting to stay in with a chance of the championship at the moment. Bear in mind, we've got 2 weekends of F4 racing left. Fairclough is in 5th. If Fairclough wins both races,
he could win. He can win the championship.
And Ninovic doesn't get any points, then he will go away potentially with the chat. It's that nip and tuck. I was chatting to Deagen yesterday. I'm chatting to you about Deagen earlier on. He's really matured, isn't he? He gives you a good chat now. He's focused. He looks a little bit more relaxed. He's in a good place and still driving really well. I felt yesterday was driving with his head. You know, in the past we might have seen him go for moves unnecessarily. And I don't think he's doing that now. He's thinking about the big picture, which is super to see. He's got the speed when he needs it, in qualifying double pole and delivering in the races. You know, good on his P2 yesterday. Great points for him behind Ninovic yesterday.
Yeah, no, he did a great job. It's obviously with Rodin, they're on form this weekend. That's 2 wins they've had this weekend, 1 for Higgins and 1 for Ninovic. So yeah, Rodin are starting to fight back with Hitech, obviously being the dominant ones so far this year, with Rodin now and again getting some very good results, but they've definitely had the pace. Let's see if Higgins can get this start and drop Chong and Lloyd.
Here they come then. We're about to go racing again. A little bit of a lock-up from both of the top 2. Yesterday's later stages of the race, Higgins was under big pressure from Fairclough and had a few lock-ups, but held on, held his nerve to take a win. It was a great win for him. Challenge on Lloyd on Chong to try and take 2nd position. These two came together yesterday, and it's Lloyd looking around the outside in the 44 car, Chong in the 11. They're side by side. Coming up as well is Rowan Campbell-Pilling, who wants to get on the overall podium as well. Lloyd is going to make the play. Lloyd gets up into P2, and now Pilling goes on the attack of Chloe Chong, who's in 3rd place. This is good character building stuff for Chong. Won't have had too many starts off the front, but coped with the first couple of laps very well.
Looks like both Campbell-Pilling and Fairclough are going to go through on Chong. She has a bit of a lock-up there. I don't think Fairclough's made it through. No, he hasn't. So great defensive driving from Chong there, because obviously Campbell-Pilling was already down the inside, but she managed to keep the championship leader behind. So I don't think it's going to be for long. I think he will have a slipstream now and maybe try and make a move going into the chicane, or even wait for the hairpin.
A great start to this one. So it's Higgins out front, Ella Lloyd in 2nd place.
Very tight. Oh my. That was very late on the brakes for Chong, but he gave the cutback for Fairclough.
Yeah, Deagen not making any lunges, as we said, at the moment, and goes through, and that's
very close.
Darian Arney looking to go through as well, the Fortec car with the blue mirrors.
But Berg as well tried to do something, and he's gone in over the curb on the inside, taken the bollard out, but that was very close to a lot of contact. But you can see there's lots of side-by-side action coming through the last corner. They all get through very neatly, no contact, but this is one hell of a race further back, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're the drivers that are outside the reverse part of the grid, such is the competitive nature of this championship. But Higgins still up front. We've got Sherwood back out and doing the business. Ninovic has stayed ahead of Fu at the moment, so Ninovic in 15th place. He needs to get into the top 8 to score points or improve on his starting position. Starting position was 8, so he's not going to get any additional points for that. He's looking very good for Fairclough points-wise.
Certainly is. You can see Sherwood is on a mission. He's moving forward. Ninovic just did a great move around the outside of Harrison as well. But look at this. Look further back as well. There's a lock-up from another Fortec car down the inside. He did very well to go for the inside curve and avoid any contact there. So yeah, good bit of driving from these guys. Obviously, very, very tight going on the first lap into one of the hardest braking zones. But you can see here again, Chong just got it a little bit wrong going into the chicane, ran a bit wide. Obviously, you can forgive her for the track limits on this occasion, but yeah, Fairclough got that one, got that move done well.
So now we've got a battle on for 2nd position. Ella Lloyd coming under pressure here from Rowan Campbell-Pilling, who will be looking, I guess he'll be looking for penalties, the luck he's had the last couple of races, and looking at the board, but at the moment challenging for that second position. Lloyd is there. Let's see what Pilling can do as he comes out of the Fogarty S's down into the Wheatcroft straight. Higgins will be happy that it's not Fairclough behind him as it was in yesterday's race. Fairclough back in P4 to go across on Higgins, Lloyd, Campbell, Pilling, Fairclough, Darien Arnie 5th. Seaworthen is in 6th place.
Yeah, then Sherwood up to 7th. He has now got quite a few behind him, but I think he's just got through. He just needs to get his head down now and try and put some quali laps in to see if he can go with the lead pack. But you've got, Chong is still chasing him down in his slipstream, but she's run wide. She runs wide coming through Old Hairpin, and then you've got Leah Robinson, her teammate, having a run on her, who obviously he got a podium yesterday. Is he going to try and go on the outside? He's maybe going to think more of it. But Ninovich down the inside of Berg.
Yeah, Robinson hitting the vein of form. 2 reverse grid race wins. Got his first outright podium, fastest off the front podium yesterday as well, which was great to see. And again, the one of the younger drivers on the grid really building up his form here. But Chong's still running well in the 11 car. It's been a good drive from Chloe Chong. This is what it's all about for her. First year, obviously, racing at this level, and a wonderful opportunity for her to see the other drivers and get involved there. Ella Lloyd involved. Rowan Campbell-Pilling now has got to think about not only chasing Ella Lloyd for P2, but he's got the championship leader, Deagen Fairclough, who is helping himself to any bit of tarmac he wants to get the racing line. Lock up from Lloyd. Campbell-Pilling puts her under pressure, and Deagen Fairclough is the joker in the pack here, back in 4th position. Remember, it's points for every position he makes up on the reverse grid, and a potential 15 points if he can get in touch with the winner, Higgins, who is away and down the road at the moment by 2 seconds.
Yeah, you can see now Fairclough got the better run out of the last corner. He's now had the better run coming through the first corner, and he's already passed Campbell-Pilling as he comes down the hill, ready for the Old Hairpin. So now he's going to be chasing down Lloyd to see if he can get up to P2, and then he'll be trying to chase Higgins with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's going to be long enough to be able to do that. 2-second gap at the moment as we look back at Alex Berg, the meat in the sandwich here. Bart Harrison in the red and yellow Chris Dittman racing car. And Chris Dittman already, as all these teams are, busy talking to drivers and testing drivers for next year. So it's Dittman round the outside of Martin Molnar. You'll see from the yellow plates that they are rookie drivers, very much involved in a very fiercely competitive rookie championship this year, one of the best ones we've had in the history of British F4. And at the moment, it's Molnar who, again, is really getting to grips with these cars and coming on in the championship late on.
Yeah, you can see the battles are going on all the way back to all the way through the field. There's a great battle here with Bart Harrison. You've got also Molnar there, sorry, Raber there. Molnar as well, all battling away. But look at this, you can see Fairclough now trying to go on the outside of Lloyd. Manages to
Campbell-Pilling fancied a bit of that, Phil, as well.
Nearly lost his wing there, didn't he? Great bit of driving once again from all of these drivers. Lloyd doing an amazing job to keep this championship leader behind, but she is just swerving over the track a little bit too much, in my opinion. But great bit of driving once again, not to have contact. Let's see if Fairclough has got enough of a run. It doesn't look like he has, because now Campbell-Pilling coming back, going to try and go down the inside of Lloyd.
He's got him.
He's got past Fairclough.
Oh, he's going to run wide.
Oh, he's got too wide.
Oh, Rowan, that's a shame. He's going across the grass. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy Tigger moment for him there. Back on track, though, for Campbell-Pilling. You've got to have a go. Faint heart never kissed a pig, did it? He's going to try and go through. Higgins still out front. Now the gap 2.5 seconds. Ella Lloyd there in second. Deagen Fairclough, championship leader. And again, Deagen, I think, on another day, earlier in the season, probably would have gone for a lunge. But he's thinking about it. He wants the points. He wants to just make the championship secure in the early stages of the Silverstone meeting. He could still go for the win. If he doesn't win this race, he won't have a chance of securing today, but could well get it in race 1 at Silverstone in a few weeks' time.
I think he got a better run there through the chicane. He's going to get a better run coming out of the hairpin. He just can't get past, though, can he? He's just thinking about the championship, like you just said. He's now gone to the outside. Now Lloyd's got it covered on the inside. There's a big lock-up from Fairclough there. He's done well to get that under control and get to the apex. Now he's going to have a good run, a big slipstream down the start-finish straight. Is he close enough to try and make a move? He is darting all over the place in the mirrors of Lloyd. Is he going to go to the inside? Yes, he is. Dive down the inside, but no, Lloyd's covered it again.
Chatting to Chris Dittman, CDR ran as a sort of spin-off team or support team, as you were, for Hitech when they went to Zandvoort, and he said the data from Fairclough was amazing to look at. You know, he's in the second year, he learnt so much last year. Alex Bird getting stuck in. Darren Arney running well as well, still in 4th place. Give a little shout out for Kai, but plenty of battling going on right the way down the order here.
Yeah, Harrison and Rayburn having a good battle there. In front is Molnar and Berg, so this is fantastic with Fu there chasing down. Let's see once again, side by side as they come out of the first corner. This is when Campbell Pilling manages to get past Fairclough, but then just goes in too deep. He's on a tight line, he's not got enough space, he runs wide, hits the curve on the inside as well. That sent him into the gravel, and that's a real shame for Campbell Pilling, which dropped him to 8th position.
Still leading the rookies though, Phil, so he's in for some decent points here for the Rookie Championship. Jampit Sway, the leader of the rookie standings at the moment, is 2nd in the rookie category, Martin Molnar 3rd. At the moment it's Sway and Molnar 1 and 2 in the championship for the rookies. But Ella Lloyd here, again, superb stuff for her. Warning going out for Molnar for track limits.
Sherwood.
Poor performance, orderly queue here behind Ella Lloyd.
Yeah, Sherwood has also got track limits, black warning, black white warning flag, so let's see if that develops into anything else with 2 minutes to go. But is he going to go for the inside? Yes, he is. Dived down the inside at the last second. I could see that one coming because he went back to the racing line. He's now got a good run, but so is Lloyd. She's now going to be on the inside for the left here through Craners, but then Fairclough has got the inside for Old Hairpin. So great bit of driving once again from the pair of them. But yeah, Fairclough looks like he's got this one done. And now Darren Arney all over the back of Lloyd.
Yeah, these two that we're looking at in this battle will do the same, presumably, in race 3, because Fairclough starts on pole. Lloyd qualified 3rd, exemplary given her lack of experience in single-seaters.
Look at this, Stu Crane is absolutely flat out in 6th gear through here, down to 5th gear for the Old Hairpin, and they managed to get through there without running too wide. Lloyd goes a little bit wide, Darren Arney gets a run. Seaworthen as well is in this race. Look at him, he's in the Hitech car, trying to go down the inside of Darren Arney as they break for the chicane. They've dropped Sherwood a little bit, even though Sherwood has got the fastest lap of the race. He has dropped back slightly as these 4 are now battling and slipstreaming for 3rd place, 2nd place now.
They are. Reza Seaworthen is doing some good damage limitation after disappointing qualifying for him, so making the most of this. Up into P5. Fairclough in 2nd. It's going to be a trio of 2nd places for Fairclough with 50 seconds on the clock. It's got a 4-second gap now. All that squabbling, Phil, with Ella Lloyd, lost them 2 seconds.
That's exactly what happens. As soon as you start squabbling like that, you lose so much time. It's exactly what Higgins wants to see in his mirrors, as he's got this great lead. He's already had 1 win this weekend. He's doing a fantastic job. As we can see further back, that's Ninovic who's trying to make a move. You can see, is it Ninovic?
Campbell Pilling, being chased by Ninovic, that's for a point actually. Ninovic will be, after that point, if he can get into the top 8, he will get a solitary point from this one, but he is, to my mind, this weekend waving goodbye to any chances of the championship title.
Yeah, that is, it was a shame for him to have that contact, and obviously having to pit at the start of this race, which has really not done his championship any favours at all. But Fairclough now just pulling away slightly from Lloyd, and that battle is still ongoing on the final lap with Darren Arney and also Lloyd and Seaworthen, but they've spread out a little bit more now, haven't they, as they come into the final run through the chicane. It looks like it's all going to stay as it is. You can see Leo Robinson as well. He's having a good race, fighting his way up behind Sherwood. Looks like he's going to go for a move on him, actually, round the outside. Can he outbrake him? Doesn't look like it's Sherwood's just straightened the wheel and running wide, which, fair enough, but, you know, it's nice and wide down there, but he didn't really need to do that.
Meanwhile, the race leader is James Higgins and makes it a double race win this weekend. Rodin taking the win. Sherwood penalty showing up on the timing screen. Deagen Fairclough bags another P2. Ella Lloyd gets another podium, Phil. Ella Lloyd is making a real habit of podiums. Admittedly, reverse grid race at the moment, but remember, she's qualified in a potential podium position outright here for race 3. Lloyd finishes 3rd, Darren Arney in 4th place from Reza Seaworthen, and the top 6 completed by Leo Robinson. A good race, massive boost for James Higgins. Qualified well here at the opening event of the season before we had the rain-besieged Sunday. But he's come back this weekend, and it's great to see he's matched in one weekend his win tally from his maiden season.
Yeah, and he was 5th in the championship leading going into this race. So he is going to be fighting for third now. He's definitely coming back at the two that were in front, which was Sherwood and Seaworthen. But yeah, this guy Fairclough, he needed that to just cement his championship one a little bit more. Fastest lap of the race as well, so fantastic for him and the Hitech team. But yeah, like you say, Ella Lloyd, absolute brilliant drive for her. Defended hard and managed to get a podium.
So Fairclough, I think that basically means he cannot now take the championship today. We'll go away and do the sums, but he's done enough effectively here. If he has a decent run at Silverstone in a few weeks' time, could wrap it up in race one. That's going to give us a conundrum because we don't always film on a Saturday, so if it's a possibility, we might be able to get some cameras. Certainly we'll grab the moment, the celebration moment, and maybe he'll have the onboard camera for that event as well to record it for posterity. But Fairclough has, what a year he has had at Knockhill. The FIA media team, ROKiT F4 media team, reporting that he's now got the most wins of all time in the championship. You know, granted, spread across the 2 years, but it's the only way you're going to get that record, isn't it?
I think he's had the most wins in a season now as well. I think that's right. It was Caroline's still got
Caroline's still got 10.
Yeah.
Deagen's got 9.
Okay.
So he could still beat it. And I said to Deagen, if you wrap things up this weekend or Silverstone, will you complete the season? He said, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Try and beat that record.
He loves his racing. That's the only reason he wanted to be a driver from a youngster, and he'll want to carry on whether he's won the championship or not. And absolutely applaud him for that. But today about James Higgins, this weekend in some ways about James Higgins. This was a reverse grid race win. The one he won yesterday was fastest off the front carryover race 3 from the opening meeting of the year. So James Higgins, rightly delighted about that. He's a great lad, has not had the rub of the green this year, but bags a 4th career win here at Donington Park. He's going to be very happy and carry that momentum into race 3 and to Silverstone and to Brands Hatch GP. Super weekend for JHR and Ella Lloyd, who continues to impress me. She will be being looked at by other Formulae, other teams as a star. Relatively inexperienced single-seater wise. Couple of seasons in Ginetta Juniors, but to do what she's done here proves what a great sports person she is. Round 23 of the championship. Win for James Higgins, Deagen Fairclough in 2nd, Ella Lloyd 3rd from Kai Darianani and Reza Seaworthen. Leo Robinson in 6th from Rowan Campbell-Pilling, Rowan winning the rookie category. Alex Ninovich in 8th, Yuamput Sway was 2nd in the rookies. Jack Sherwood completes the top 10. 11th goes to Chloe Chong after a spirited opening few laps. Martin Molnar completes the rookie podium. Then it is Alex Berg from Bart Harrison and Yu Hao Fu. August Raber in 16th. Problems on the start before the safety car for Max Dodds and Zach Skula. Points look like this. 132-point gap now for Deagen over Alex Ninovich in 2nd position. Deagen needs 160 to gap to win the championship today, so it cannot be done. Reza Seaworthen 3rd from James Higgins and Jack Sherwood. Leo Robinson 6th from Abby Pulling. Ella Lloyd now into 8th from Yuamput Sway, and Martin Molnar completing the top 10.
I'm always here now.